Today's topic is Union Executive. So we will discuss in great detail in this video about executive, and in later videos we will understand uh, all the offices who constitutes the Union Executive. First of all, it is discussed under Part 5 of the Constitution. Then articles are 52 to 78. Okay. In any constitution, the most important thing is the separation of powers. In every constitution, you need this for the effective functioning of the country or the nation. And separation of powers is based on some laws. Okay, so they are based on some laws. So laws in India, or the constitution, has divided the powers in three offices, or in three tiers कह सकते हैं इसको हम. Executive, legislature and judiciary, right? Legislature is making the laws, executive is implementing the laws, and judiciary, what it is doing, it is enforcing the law, enforcing or adjudicating the law, adjudicating on the law. Adjudicate means decide. Okay. So what separation means? Separation means that there is no concentration of power in any institution. Okay. So powers are divided. Powers are separated. Now executive also divided into union and state, legislature, parliament and state legislature, judiciary, Supreme Court, High Court, subordinate court. Okay. So we can see that powers are divided in two tiers also, state and union. So union is in part 5 of the constitution, states in part 6 of the constitution. So powers are divided in two tiers also, in the union and the states. We will take an example here to understand the separation of powers in a easy manner. Okay, suppose we have a Motor Vehicle Act 2019. Okay, Motor Vehicle Act 2019. So Parliament has made this law. Parliament is the legislature here. Who is implementing the law? The police. Police is the executive here. And who is adjudicating on the laws? It is the court. It is judiciary. Okay. So this is an example for this. Now, who constitutes Union Executive? This is the question we have now. So there are 5 offices under the Union Executive: President, Vice President, Council of Ministers, Prime Ministers, and Attorney General of India. Only these 5 are Union Executive. Mark the word union. Okay. Because executive can be any office which is implementing the laws. But Union Executive is only these 5. Let me give an example. A teacher who is implementing right to education in school is also a part of the executive, but not a part of union executive. A policeman is implementing laws on the road. He is a part of executive, not union executive. Okay. In the constitution, we have powers defined under articles 52 to 78 of only these 5 offices that are called union executive. We will first discuss about the Attorney General of India. It is a small part. We will complete here itself. This is given under or he is defined under Article 76. Who is he? He is a chief legal officer. He is a chief legal officer. Okay, this is a keyword. Chief legal officer. Of whom? Of Government of India. And represents Government of India in a court of law whenever Government of India is a party. Okay, represents Government of India. Example: 3 farm laws, sedition laws, Article 370. Okay, so here he is representing the Government of India, and he is the chief legal officer of the Government of India, and he represents the Government of India in a court of law whenever Government of India is a party. He is appointed. He is appointed, not elected. Appointed by the President of India. Okay, and he holds office in the pleasure of the President. He has some conditions also. Okay, the conditions are that he has to be qualified as a Supreme Court judge. He has to be qualified as a Supreme Court judge. He enjoys right to audience in any court within the territory of India. Right to audience in any court within territory. Mark this: within territory of India. So it is a constitutional body. Why? Because it is mentioned in the Article 76 of the Constitution. Okay. So if he is representing India within the territory, so who will represent India in the or who will represent India outside the territory of India? Give me the answer in the comment box. Comment in the box. Okay. This is your question. One more thing. Every case is not important. Okay. Since there are so many cases where Government of India can be a party. So those cases which are constitutionally important, it is represented by the Attorney General. But if there is some case which is not very much important constitutionally, it is represented by the Solicitor General. You may have read this about in the read about him in the newspaper also. Represented by the Solicitor General. Okay. He is also appointed by the President. Appointed by President and work under Attorney General of India. Okay. So this is all about union executive. One more point here I want to add before leaving. Attorney General is not a government servant. That means he can also practice the law in the private manner. Okay, he can take cases of the private individuals. Okay, thank you.